What a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Farming Simulator 19 Survival Series. So, it is an early morning start for us, as usual. Well, I mean, it's 7 o'clock. It's not that early, but we have a lot to do in today's episode, like a lot. So, first things first is we're going to start off as usual by cleaning up the chickens and the sheep because they always make a mess. We have to do some wool selling today, and we'll take some eggs along because we're going anyway, so we might as well do that. And then we have to do some fertilizer spreading on all of the fields, and we have to do some reforestation over there. So that forest over there at the back of it, we've been cutting out a lot of trees, and we haven't been replacing those trees. So yeah, today we're going to be replacing them. So yeah, that is the plan. So not necessarily in that order, but that is everything that we need to do today. So take care of the animals, sell some stuff, fertilize on the fields, and plant some trees. That is, yeah, today. So anyway, let's get straight into it. So yeah, big day today, a lot to do. And also, before I forget, is I actually went and checked out that reforestation is a word. So it's not something that I made up. I probably heard it at some stage somewhere. So yeah, I thought for a second there I think it was a previous episode, that I invented a new word. No. That word is definitely a proper word. So anyway, yes, we're going to do some proper reforestation today, which is exciting. I don't think we've done any tree planting outside of the farm. And while we're at it, I actually want to... This broom. Just stay still. There we go. Right. I actually want to come and plant some trees up here as well to sort of block off the sheep from the road a little bit. Just for a bit of sort of wind protection and... yeah, protection from the elements, really. Right, so that is that taken care of. There's a bunch of eggs that we can sell, and they probably need some water as well. Yep, there we go. I tend to forget about the water because we don't need to give water to the chickens. So yes, there's 2 full pallets of wool. I'm not sure what those will sell for, but we'll find out real soon. I want to see the population. We've only got 8, so they haven't been breeding just yet. The chickens, yeah, 125. And if I remember correctly, someone did actually tell me this a while back because I forgot back then as well. But I think we started with 12 chickens and a rooster. So yeah, the chickens are doing well. Right. What we are going to do first is we'll do the selling of everything later in the day when we've actually got the proper work done. We are going to grab the Ford and we will grab the fertilizer spreader. So I'm still happy with the small fertilizer spreader. I mean, I would like a bigger one like the aggro that we've got here for the lime, but it's really not necessary at this stage. I mean, the capacity of this thing is... well, it's tiny, but it works, especially for fertilizer, because the application rate is so low with fertilizer that it just lasts forever, and it's got a pretty wide throw, basically, a wide working width, if you will. And yeah, I like it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this little thing, so I think for now it's not really worth spending the money on a bigger fertilizer. I would rather spend that money in things like a bigger combine and a baler. So yeah, I mean, that's a perfectly fine working width on this thing, and it's just so handy and small, and it doesn't take up a lot of space when it's in storage. And yeah, I think it's fine. I think this one is absolutely fine for now. Obviously, as the farm progresses and it gets bigger and the fields get bigger and everything, then we'll go into bigger equipment. But at that point, I would probably look into something that is self-propelled. Like, there's a very, very nice self-propelled John Deere spreader-sprayer combo, which is sort of a multi-purpose vehicle. And, I mean, it's expensive. If memory serves, I think it's around $300,000, somewhere around there, just for the machine itself without the extras. And then you somewhere around 80 grand probably for the attachments. So yes, I'm talking way down the line. But I think this is fine for now, unless, because we're not going to gain much by buying something else in terms of working width. The only thing we'll really gain is capacity, so we don't have to come back and refill that often. So I mean, we might go something like a wheeled option, like we've got for the Lime, because that thing works perfectly fine, and it's not very expensive. But for now, I think this is great. This works absolutely fine. It can do basically one field at a time quite easily, without any refilling. So yeah, refilling in between fields isn't really a big deal. I think I'm missing a bit on the end there. Yeah, I think refilling in between fields, we've only got 3 fields, so refilling in between is absolutely fine. Oh yes, I need to remember to feed the sheep as well today. And possibly the chickens as well. I can't remember if we've used that last bag of chicken feed. I just thought about that. So yes, we need to do that as well today. But anyway, I'm going to crack on with the fertilizer spreading, because you definitely don't want to sit and watch me do this all day. But it'll go pretty quick, so we're going to jump into a real quick time lapse and get all of this knocked out. And yeah, after that we will start looking into selling some wool. We'll have to see where the price is good, and we'll just take the eggs along as well, because well, why not? And maybe, thinking about it, I don't really want to take a truck, well, not a truck, we don't have a truck, a tractor with the big flatbed trailer. So maybe what we can do is hop over to the shop and see if we can buy a decent trailer, flatbed trailer, for the pickup truck. That would not be a bad idea. Something that's sizable. I mean, we can get a small flatbed for the John Deere Gator, but I don't think it's going to be big enough to carry more than like 1 pallet of wool. So if we can get a decent sized flatbed trailer for the pickup truck, that would actually be very, very beneficial to the farm at this stage. And it shouldn't be too expensive, because I don't want to be running around with that very, very big trailer for the tractors all day long. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll look into a nice trailer, and yeah, then we'll go sell some stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling, so let's jump into that time lapse, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright, that is fertilizer done, and that didn't take long at all, really. So, yeah, now we just wait for the crops to grow, and then we'll be looking into buying a new combine, hopefully very soon. So, yeah, that's exciting. Anyways, we are gonna buy a trailer. So I'm looking for a flatbed sort of a trailer for the pickup, because I don't want to be running around with the big flatbed trailer with the tractor all the time. So, let's see. That could work. That'll probably be better. Configuration. I think that's fine. I mean, that's easy to load. We'll buy it new and we'll take no plates because it's just going to be on the farm. It doesn't need to be road legal and registered. So $4,930. Perfect. Right. See, that could be handy as well. We can load some other things on it, but I can't really see when I'll load anything like, I don't know, a gator on it. I don't know. I don't think so. So this has got a adjustable hitch. So we'll just put it on the lowest point because the trailer is pretty low and this pickup is pretty big. So it should be fine, I hope. And dang it, I can't remember if we've got chicken feed on the farm. Maybe while I'm here with the trailer, I should just buy. I don't know why that connects like that. I noticed that the other day with the trailer, and I thought that was a bit odd. No idea really. Maybe it's got something to do with the adjustment. No. Right, I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'll worry about it a little bit later. So, I think while we're here, I'll probably buy, I don't know, 2 bags of chicken feed. Because we are growing wheat, but it's going to take a while before that is ready to go. And like I say, we're here with the trailer and everything, so yeah, why not? We'll just buy some, because I think we used up the bag that we had. But I'm not 100% sure. And this thing does that. There we go. Alright. Get this loaded up real quick. It doesn't have to be neat. Because we're probably going to hook up the... I mean, I don't really want to put it on the back here because that's going to make it unstable. Let's head over that side. I'll probably hook up the forks to the Ford once we get back on the farm, because I think that's going to be the easiest way to load the wool pallets rather than the Mercedes. Because with the Mercedes, we're going to have to put some weights onto the back again. And with a floppy suspension, it just makes things a little bit more tricky. I mean, it's handy. The front load on the Mercedes is brilliant when you need a bit of a reach. The forks, well, it's they're forklift forks for tractors. So they work brilliant, but they don't have any reach. So they can just put things down like that. And that's as far as it goes. So anyway, yeah, we will use that to load up because, well, the trailer's small. It's not like we need to load it into the back of a pickup. In fact, with this trailer, we probably won't load anything like pallets into the back of the pickup again anytime soon. The only thing we'll throw in there are eggs, really. Right, straps, there we go, that's fine. So at least now we know our chickens can eat for a while. That strap barely grabbed onto that, but it should be okay. It's not a long drive. Anyway, I'm gonna head back to the farm and I'll unload this, and then we'll come back when we're loading up the wool. And I'm pretty sure this little shop on the left hand side here is where we're gonna be selling the wool. So yeah, we'll find out soon whether we're gonna be millionaires or not. Probably not, I would guess, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna get this unloaded and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright, so I have got the eggs loaded up already, as you can see in the pickup bed over there, which is all good, neatly stacked. And now we need to grab some pallets. I'm very, very excited. Move, sheep. No, 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 no. I nearly killed one. Right. Not the smartest sheep in the world, obviously. Ooh, okay, hang on a minute. This might be a problem. Is that going to fit under that roof? No. Dang it. Okay, so we might actually... Yep, that's not going to fit. Huh. Alright. Mercedes it is then. Sheep. You're going to get killed by doing that. Alright. You think the sheep are going to run away? Yeah, let's close the gate. I know these dodgy sheep, the moment I turn my back, they're gone. And we definitely can't afford that right now. Jeez, those chickens. Man, do they make a mess. That is actually insane. So now I'm a little bit concerned that... Well, I probably shouldn't park this. Let me just leave this here. I'm a little bit concerned that we might not be able, even with the Mercedes and the reach on the Mercedes, that we might not be able to get the pallets at the back. That could be a problem. Well, we'll find out. We'll drop that off. Let's put it down over there. And can we fish out the one at the back there without moving the bucket? Probably not. I mean, if I just stack them neatly, I wouldn't have to struggle like this every time, but that sounds like a lot of work to do. And it really isn't. Sometime. I'll do it sometime. Right. Let's see if this is going to work. Otherwise, we are sitting on a potential gold mine that we can't reach, which would be problematic, to say the least. But anyway, let's see. Alright. Take 2. Alright, sheep, don't run underneath the wheels. That is bad, that is death. Oh, we've got 3 full pallets right now. Was there 3 this morning? I'm sure it was only 2. Alright. So, we should be able to reach that one okay. Oh, I don't think we're going to be able to reach the back one. That is quite a serious problem that I don't know how to fix. Think. The roof is too high, so... And the Massey would probably fit, but it doesn't have a front loader. The Ford can take a front loader if we modify it a little bit, but I'm not sure the Ford will fit under the roof still. It might though, because the Mercedes is high and it like barely doesn't fit. Sheep, would you mind just moving like a little bit? Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Definitely ain't gonna work. Alright. This sheep is a problem. Right, I think what I'm gonna do is... This is obviously not gonna work. I mean, the Mercedes isn't gonna fit. So I'm gonna modify the Ford, and then we're gonna come back and see if that works. So, yeah. Let's do that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. So, the Ford doesn't fit under the roof either. I decided to just check before I go and modify it and pay money for it. And yeah, it's just as high as the Mercedes. So the only other thing that we've got that can fit underneath that roof is the Massey. But the Massey doesn't have a front loader attachment. And I can't attach one. I can't buy one or have one fitted. It doesn't exist. So, we can't get our wool out of the shed. which is obviously not a good situation to have. But don't fear when Redonkulous Dave is near. That was terrible. But anyways, we're going to roll with it because I have come up with a solution, and the solution was money. Because money buys new toys, and please welcome to the farm, the John Deere Gator. Not Gator. Why did I call it a Gator? That spoiled the moment. It's a skid steer. So this thing is second hand, and well, the fork on the front is new, but the Gator is second hand, and it's pretty old. It was $20,000. And it fits underneath the roof just fine. And I thought, you know what? This is actually the perfect little thing to have for this job. I mean, that's what it's made to do. And now we have a skid steer. And I like skid steers. So, yeah, it's always a good excuse to buy one of those. So, there we go. Can easily fit underneath the roof now. And should be able to lift this no problem, which it does. So yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's a little John Deere skid steer. So I mean, it's a little cheap one. The fancy ones, the JCBs and things like that, are very expensive. So yeah, I just went for the cheapest model. I didn't just buy it because it's a John Deere. I bought it because it was literally the cheapest thing available. Unless I bought another Massey Ferguson tractor, because there is a Ferguson 135 available for purchase, and it's cheap. It's half the price compared to this, but I really didn't want to get another tractor. We've got so many tractors right now that I don't think it would have been a good purchase. I mean, I love the 135s. They're amazing little tractors. And that would have fit in here just fine. And it's got an attacher and all of that good stuff. But a skid steer is awesome. I mean, it's just a really... Okay, that's not going to work. I can't lift two. Nope. There we go. I have to take this one, even though it's pretty much empty. Because, well, I can't get to the back one without taking this one. So we might as well take it with, since we're going there anyways. And also, the skid steer obviously turns on a dime, unlike a tractor. So I'm less likely to kill sheep. So that's obviously a positive as well, because I kind of like my sheep. And I don't want to run over them with a great big Mercedes back wheel, or front wheel, or Ford, or John Deere, or a Massey for that matter. I don't want to run over them with anything, is my point here. So yeah, this is actually working perfectly, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to find more than one job on the farm for this thing. It's also going to be very handy when we get cows. Oh, yes. Remember about 10 minutes ago when I said the other trailer that's got the... Well, we can sort of load things onto it, like wheeled things like this. And I said it's cool, but when are we ever going to use that? Well, I would have loved to have that trailer when I went and bought this, because I had to drive this back from the shop. I'm just waiting for the sheep, by the way. I had to drive this back from the shop, and this what we're doing now is the top speed. It does 13 kilometers an hour. Top speed. I had to drive it back from the shop because I didn't buy the trailer with the ramp on the back so I can load things onto it. Because no, we're never gonna need that. Yeah, well, turns out we needed that, but I wasn't gonna buy another trailer, so I just drove it back. It's fine. Oh, come on. Why is it stuck? There we go. All right. Yeah, so, oh, it also does full speed backwards. That is good to know. And also we can just leave it over here because that's like the perfect place to leave it. So I'm very chuffed with the little skid steer. I'm a bit upset that in the grand reveal... Oh, geez. That's bad. Yes, not good. Let's see if we can fix that issue. That I don't go sit in the loft. Yeah, I'm a bit upset that on my grand reveal of the skid steer, I called it a gator. Right, I'm stuck. I'm going to have to do that. There we go. Alrighty. I will leave that there. We might have to find another spot for it. We might actually put up its own little shed over here or something. That'll be interesting. Right, let's have a look at prices real quick. Wool and eggs. Eggs. There we go. So, eggs are going to be at the Fair Oak stores. Where's that? That's down there. Fine. And wool is going to be... Ooh, the vehicle shop. Okay. So, let's strap these things down before we take the first corner and everything falls off, and then I look like a complete idiot. There we go. Alright, everything's strapped down. We need to go to Fair Oak stores. Well, actually, let's go to the shop first. I think we'll do that. So, I'm gonna jump cut you guys up to the shop, and we'll get the wool sold and see if we become instant millionaires. And then we'll hop over to Fair Oaks and sell the eggs. And then we'll well, actually, no. We need to go up to the shop anyways, because we need to buy saplings. So, yes, I am going to sell the eggs. Then we'll go sell the wool. Then we'll buy saplings, and then we'll go plant some trees. So, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to sell the eggs. I'm not going to show you guys the selling of the eggs because, well, we're not going to get much for it. We know it's about $850 a box on average. But I will sell the wool on camera. So, yeah, we'll be right back. Alright, so we are coming up to the shop. And we got about just under $6,500 for the eggs. The question is, what are we going to get for the wool? So, let's unstrap this and see if it'll just take it when we drive in. So we've got 3 full pallets and 1 pallet that is basically empty. So let's see. 1,600 per 1,000 liters or something, I think. That's 5,000 and that is 2,460. So about $7,500 for the wool. And I have to say that is slightly depressing. But it's okay. I mean, between that and the eggs, we almost paid for... Well, we paid for about half of the skid steer. So, yeah, it's okay. I was expecting a little bit more. I thought maybe 20 for the wool, 20,000. But I guess 7.5. It's okay. Right, anyways, moving on. We need some saplings. So... Yes. Pallet saplings? No. I want spruce. Yes. So spruce saplings. We're going to buy... That's 20, 40. Let's do 60. I don't think we've cut down more than 60 trees. We don't need def or anything just yet. So, yeah. I'm going to get this loaded up on the pickup, and I'll catch you guys when we are over at the forest, and we'll get to planting real soon. Alright, so this is the area that I want to fill back in, and there's definitely some stumps around from the last logging session that we did, but we'll come up and clean that up a little bit later. So I have 60 saplings over here, and I've got a few still in the backpack. I don't know how many. I'm not going to plant all of them. I want to keep about, I don't know, maybe 10 to plant over at the sheep. just to offer a bit of protection on the roadside and cover it up a little bit. So yeah, that is the plan. So we're going to be hand planting, obviously, and it still hasn't stopped raining. So yeah, it's going to be a muddy mess, but that's okay. That's fine. So we are going to get planting, and I'll catch up with you guys when we're done with pretty much all of it. Alright, that is 60, well actually a little bit more than 60, about 65 trees in the ground, which is amazing. So we put about 45, 50-ish, somewhere around, probably about 45 over at the forest. And yeah, that's a lot of trees. And then we put about 20-ish over here at the back of the farm. So it sort of starts over here, and then another one here. And I didn't put anything in here because between these rocks, I think we're going to eventually have a big entrance to the farm for the bigger equipment. So there's another one here, and then they're basically spaced out equally about 50 feet apart, all the way down here past the sheep, and basically all the way up to those trees over there. So I think they're going to look quite nice when they're all grown up and big like those ones. And it'll give some cover and sort of shield the farm off from this side. So it feels more like all of this is part of all of that, rather than sort of behind everything. And then I also put two of them over at the chickens. So one right over there is very difficult to see. There's one there and there's one just there. So yes, that is, well, that is that done. That is something that I've wanted to do for a while, actually. And I'm very pleased that we've got a bunch of trees planted. And yep, the rain still hasn't stopped, but it's fine. It's good for the crops. Oh yes, and I also noticed that our trees have grown a little bit while we were gone. I mean, look at them now. They're getting pretty damn big. So I'm a little concerned that I planted some of them a bit too close to the road. Like this one is fine. This one is borderline. But like these two over here, they're sort of overhanging the road. But what I'm thinking is when they get bigger, there's going to be less branches at the bottom. So they might only sort of start there-ish. So hopefully, I'm going to leave them for now. I'm not going to cut them down because I quite like them there. I'm going to leave them. And then we'll see. When they're fully grown and they're big, tall trees like, well, like those things. See, like there's not really branches at the bottom. So hopefully that happens, and there's just nice big tree stumps with the actual leaves and everything up there, and the branches and all of that good stuff, and we don't have to cut them down. But if we really have to, then we'll have to cut them down and maybe just move them inward a little bit so they don't overhang too badly, so we're not scratching tractors and equipment and things on the trees coming into the farm. But yeah, I think that was a pretty successful day. So we got a lot done. We got some new equipment, some equipment that we didn't know we wanted or needed. And yeah, we got the fields ready, so they're growing. We got we've got trees planted. And now I feel much better that yeah, we've done a bit of work to preserve the environment. These trees look amazing. Yeah, our trees have grown. So, yeah, a pretty successful day. And we're getting some really nice rains, which is going to be great for the crops. But that is going to be that for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And yeah, that's it from me. So I'll see you all next time.